Bangko Report.
Welcome to the season opener of Bangko Report. I'm Maui.
I'm Robbie.
Francis.
Alright, so let's just get right to it already. First thing we need to discuss is Team USA.
Okay, what about Team USA?
They officially suck. My God.
So, I mean,
My God.
they're unbeaten. They're undefeated. You know.
No, I just hate that. I take back what I said. I said that they're the best Team USA now since 08. Because
You said that? Why would you say that?
No, because they finally completed the lineup with no player that they forced into his position. Like
You have a big.
like in 08, in 2012, Kevin Love. Screw you, Kevin Love. He was the 4 guy
That name, bro.
in the lineup.
Yeah.
And like last line of defense, Kevin Love, and then at center you had Tyson Chandler. And behind Tyson Chandler you didn't have anyone else.
Mm.
So that lineup it wasn't really small ball because you still had LeBron and Kevin Durant and Melo, but they weren't really fours. And now they were able to put in DeAndre Jordan, DeMarcus Cousins, but DeAndre, DeMarcus, they had Draymond. So the only flop was, let's say, Durant or Melo. They're still in the PF position, but they're not the starting ones. They still have Draymond. So technically, it was a complete lineup, but they're sucking so bad. I hated that in 08 and 12. Yeah, they beat teams by 50, by 40, by 20, but we saw that the lead was steadily dwindling as they went into better teams, and the lead would decrease from 20 to 10 to single digits. Like 2012, they won against Spain by around 9. I remember it wasn't 10. They lost by 1 more point, so it was 9. And then now you have for the first round games, they have 2 games where they've won by 3 points. One against Serbia and one against a French team that does not have Tony Parker.
But they have Boris Diaw. And that's a big factor.
What?
You watched Boris Diaw dominate before.
Stop.
Okay, but seriously, I don't know, like people have been saying, I mean, when you look at the lineup, there's a lack of obvious mature players on the roster. You have guys like, Drummond.
Okay.
He had dick pics right once.
Draymond.
Oh yeah,
Drummond had.
Drummond first.
Yeah, Drummond
No,
first.
Draymond.
And Draymond. See?
Draymond
2
who
guys
gets-
on your team have dick pics. Like, that's not a good foundation.
I don't remember like Jordan ever going, "Hey Bird, where are your dick pics?"
Yeah, exactly. So, that's not a good bit. I don't know. Syempre, that's lots of speculation naman na, they're immature. But, diba, you have that sense that you don't have guys like Kobe, those ultimate competitor type of guys to really solidify your roster.
They're stuck with Melo, and to think people were not happy with Melo being on the team because why not just work for a championship? You have Derrick Rose, you have no one now, so why not just work for a championship? But Melo proved in one game against Australia.
31 points.
Yeah, he went 9 from 15 from 3.
Mm.
And he proved that you guys still need me. I may be old, but I'm the only mature guy in this team.
But in the same game, Paul George was quoted as saying na, we need to move the ball around more. Was that like a low-key, buwako mo, bro, sort
No,
of
but
thing?
I don't think
Durant-
it's only on Melo.
Yeah, I think Durant then took some ice.
In one game, Durant only had 4 shots.
How can you describe the offense right now?
Stagnant.
Yeah.
It's
As in,
stagnant.
people are
It's like
stage
them playing
development.
pickup games.
Mm.
It's complete ISO ball against team. Like ISO 2K. 2K16 ISO, where you bring up the ball, quick play isolation,
Like,
and then if a guy cuts, you press quick play in isolation again, so nobody goes inside.
Okay.
And then when the clock comes, when the clock goes down, then somebody goes up for a pick and roll. But then there's not much left to do.
back to your point about we have a complete lineup. So are we dominating the boards? We have bigs, we have Cousins.
I think my argument, what I see on because just because a player has an average of more than a block per game does not mean he's a defensive monster immediately. Because time and time again for that doesn't prove that much. Because sometimes it falls down on the player. Because there's no stat for defensive intensity or defensive tendencies. There's no real stat for
You have
that.
heart.
It's instinct, right?
You have heart.
Yeah. Something you can measure. And really for DeMarcus and DeAndre, what I'm seeing them from now are lapses on defensive sets, defensive tendencies, whether you should go over the screen, go under the screen, and it's really sad to watch. I mean, they look like rookies playing against these. They really most of their enemies are old, or most of their opponents are old, but they look like rookies right now with the way they're playing with their defensive sets, and international teams are scoring on a 60% clip. 60%, that's like 2K stats, man.
Wow.
France and I got 56.
56%.
Yeah, from the field.
Three games.
the Colo.
It's 3 games.
Wow.
I think it's 3 games with 60 already. I think did Serbia go 60? I'm not
Not
sure.
sure. Not sure.
Australia did. Patty Mills scored 30
Patty
points.
Mills, man.
Shut up,
My boy.
every Spur is your boy.
Man, give him the ball, you're gonna make it rain.
Yeah, it goes to show you allowed Patty Mills to score.
Yeah,
30.
that's something.
Basically, you allowed 3 teams already, international teams, to have really close games. And I've never seen that in 08 and 2012. And I thought 2012 was the worst team. This, by far, being the most complete team, turned out to be the worst team so far.
Because there's no Kobe.
Yeah, there's no one else to have the bad stats.
Wow.
No one is when the team scores, has a 60% percentage. Kobe's the 40% that missed.
Wow.
Yeah, man, he generates Kobe assists.
rebounds.
Yeah, everybody triple teams Kobe. So there's bound to be someone open for the rebound.
So, well, right now, the odds, but before it started, during the exhibition games, the odds were just, I mean,
Brutal.
you didn't want to bet on the USA. Because the odds would be really high.
Yeah.
But now, I'm pretty sure it's dwindling, given their close
Look at
games.
Dwinburn.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure people, if there were odds, people have lost already in these last 3 games. I mean, USA by 3. USA, let's say, I'm pretty sure they never got the plus. It'd always be USA -10, USA -15,
50.
or -50.
That's what you expect.
But no, now we have like 3s, like +3s in games, +3s, +10, +9. And again, it's unheard of, given this is just the first round
Yeah.
elimination games, not even like the final games yet.
But maybe, I don't know, maybe, you know how the Dream Team, well, there was the pickup game they had with the college kids where they lost. I think they have to have that moment, the let's get our shit together guys sort of moment.
Alright, one thing about the Dream Team is you really still have to acknowledge other teams during that time weren't that knowledgeable about basketball. I mean, that still has to be acknowledged. I mean, right now, obviously, it's better
Yeah.
because they're having these kinds of games. Besides the team's own lapses, we still have to give recognition. International teams know how
Not
to
as
play
good
now.
before.
Team ball really does work. I mean, that's not a myth. It's proven in the NBA. Team ball actually works, right? So, I mean, like compared to, let's say, Dream Team against what's happening now, because in the Dream Team, you can argue this. Bird wasn't in his prime. Magic was not in his prime. A lot of those players during that time weren't in their prime. So they were already limiting themselves to, role players. And here you have the next generation of franchise players where basically all of them know how to do ISO ball. And they're not really embracing the role of, I want to be a role player. But as compared to, let's say, during LeBron's time or Kobe's time, like LeBron knows that I'm a threat, but I can also use myself
As a decoy.
to spot it for Kobe, for Wade, for Durant. Here it's like, I'm a threat. Me too. Me too, man. Let's all be threats at the same time.
And at the end of the day, it's not it. It comes down to maturity. Like, all of them want to get their own. None of them can... Because they're not established enough to say, it's cool. I don't have to score X amounts of points to be content. No, they have to
Score.
To validate themselves. And it's a lack of maturity. Right.
So before we end things, will Team USA win gold but have an unbeaten streak, or will they win gold but lose one?
They won't lose. I still doubt it though.
I think they'll have that one. We need to get our.
I think that was
together.
So they'll lose one but they'll win gold.
Yeah.
They won't lose. I think right. Is it like France was a close call? Australia was a close call.
My heart says they won't lose.
They won't lose.
But no, sorry. My heart says they won't lose. But my biased self thinks, I hate Boogie right now with what he's doing. He acts like he's playing on the Kings. He's on team USA. There's no George Carl. Hey, Coach K is there doesn't mean Carl. So yeah, I mean, I some part of me tells me they're gonna lose. And again, I think they need that wake up call. That guys be more mature. So
Who's next from after France?
I'm not sure.
The
Who's on the
next
schedule?
schedule.
Not Spain yet. I'm pretty sure it's not
No,
Spain.
I think they're different blocks.
Okay.
Well, anyways, let's see what happens. Tell us what you think. Does Team USA really suck? Yes, they do. Wala. So, bye-bye.